And we are live.
Hello to all sword nerds of all age. Oh, I've got an issue. Hello to sword nerds of all ages, genders, and sexual dispositions. Welcome to MBTV. We are streaming the Week 11 clash between Vikings of Niflheim and Armata Brancaleone. I am Captain Lust of Tailwind Entertainment, and I am joined by the magnificent, lovely E-Man.
Hey there. Yes.
How's it going,
excited to be back.
I'm thrilled to be back. It's been far too long.
We've come from a hiatus of sorts.
Yeah,
but
well, you know, sometimes things they get chaotic. Captain Lust get a little busy. What can you do?
life happens, but I'm very excited to be back at broadcasting fun,
Life happens and life
exciting
continues.
warband matches.
So does the streaming. Back streaming warband matches, exciting ones, hopefully exciting ones. We had another match tonight. Just to fill you in on the scores, was Iron Knights versus Order of the Rising People, who drew 8-8. So a bit of a thriller there. Hopefully we've got another exciting match for you coming up tonight with Vikings and Niflheim versus Armata Brancaleone. These teams are 17th and 18th in the league, so they're neck and neck right now. The round difference is drastically different though, as we can see. As Armata Brancaleone have a measly -42 with 20 plus 20 from Vikings and Niflheim, but they are just behind on points with 12 to 13.
Wait, -42 to 20? How does that...
Yeah, well, Armata Brancaleone
How
took a
does
lot of
this
heavy.
work?
They took a lot of heavy losses and a lot of slight wins. I think is basically how they got that horrible round difference. It's the worst in the league. I think it's the worst in the league. I'm pretty sure.
The
worst of the teams are still
disparity,
around.
my goodness.
But they're doing okay. They're on level
top.
2. They're on level 2, and Vikings of Niflheim are on level 1. So if they do win this, they get 4 points instead of 3, which is a nice little treat for them.
I have never seen a match with Vikings of Niflheim, although I love their name. What are they known for?
They are known for infantry heavy play. They love it. They want to basically. They used to play matches which were just infantry. They used to refuse to play anything else for a long time, but they've taken up the mainstream league situation, and they're doing. They're doing okay. They were doing better.
They're positive.
A little bad. They're positive, yeah.
Armata can't say that.
no, they can't. But they.
Round total.
Yeah, that's really messy. I think they've taken some really heavy losses. Have AB? They got really whipped around by a lot of teams. A lot of teams that joined kind of late, like Calaquendi, Warband. I think they joined, challenged AB because they were kind of a whipping boy at one point, and just like whopped them. And AB went through a really bad stage, but they're doing a bit better lately. They've had some, they're not consistent, but they've had some decent results at least. And guys, just to let you know a little bit about the league, LaRue is doing a great job of explaining the league system to the Americans in the chat who are not familiar with it. It is a bit complicated. There's kind of a challenge system which occurs each week. Teams get to challenge each other. It's based on the rankings in the league. It's kind of complicated, but it works out fairly fair, I think. Get some decent matchups at least.
I thank LaRue for that knowledge. It's a 12-week long thing. We're at the end, dude?
Yeah, man. Tears will be shed next week in the last week. And
It's over?
Sweat will be poured from nerd foreheads all over the continent, I think. Because it's going to be very tense.
Well, then, is there a runoff at the end, or it's just like the standings?
No, it's just a week passes by and it finishes.
Oh.
Last time it kind of broke down. It was a bit of a different system. They had a playoff. People kind of called for a playoff now, but I think the philosophy of the admins was basically just to say, no, this is our system. This is basically so people can get a good match every week, and we're not going to sweat out the playoff thing. But I think perhaps someone else is going to run off a playoff. Hopefully we'll have another tournament going somewhere. I was thinking of doing something, but...
Well, it seems... I mean, to address an elephant in the room, when we went on hiatus, it seems like a whole lot of teams went into hibernation. Like, I checked the WNL forum on Tail Worlds.
Well, that's kind of the nature of a long league that extends into the start of summer. People are going to drop. Like, people are going to say, well, we can't really win this anymore. And our motivation has dropped, so they're just going to basically kind of leave it at that. But a lot of the teams are kind of reforming. They'll be coming back, I think. And any future tournaments should have...
Summer happened? Too much sunshine? People actually felt compelled to go outside?
Yeah. The disgrace.
Why would they do such a thing?
Yeah, I know. It's not good for esports as summer. We don't like summer.
Players at that, I don't know. Maybe when the sun's out, they can actually do the reenactments that I'm sure a lot of warband players love partaking in.
Nothing wrong with a bit of LARPing. Lightning bolt, lightning
LARPing.
bolt.
Yeah, is that it?
Live action role playing, my friend.
Lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
all-time favorite of all internet nerds, I think.
I know every single person. Well, the most people who play Napoleonic Wars, they do the Civil War reenactments.
Yeah, they're into it. I mean, their scene is kind of more
role play.
It's more in accordance with the whole enactment thing. I mean, basically, a line battle is an enactment. Like, there are very strict rules. There's a lot of like meta rules that you have to follow.
Wait, meta rules when
as in, you have to line up. Like, there's no advantage in the game to lining up, really. I mean, no matter what they say to you, there's no advantage to it. It's ridiculous. They always say, "Oh, look at the organization of this regiment that's so brilliant." Well, it is brilliant. A lot of things they do are brilliant.
Are
but
you
really,
just saying tactics are worthless? What?
Well, no, tactics are not worthless, but in the context of the Phantom Blade engine, putting yourself in a line when you have artillery in the game, that's not a good idea. Like, that's a terrible idea.
Yes.
You can see videos where just lines get wiped out by a single bolt, and people. The aim is kind of basically random. The aim is basically random, and so if you make yourself closer together, you're giving your enemy a much better chance.
There is skill in minimizing or increasing your random chance. You know, like
there is, yeah,
and getting the extra dice roll.
But I mean, theoretically, minimizing the chances of your enemy would not involve standing in a very closely knit line. There's nothing wrong with what Napoleonic Wars players do, though. It's great, and even within what they do within their metagaming rules, there's a lot of skill to be had. I think a lot of there are good and bad regiments, obviously.
Yes.
Right and wrong ways to do things, and the organization within the context of that strict meta can offer benefits, I'm sure. But this is Warband. This is esports.
This is different, though. This
is very different. Oh yeah, this is do whatever you can to win. Do it as much as you can. Kill your enemy. That's how we play Warband.
I like Warband for being less random.
Yeah, it's very
consistency.
Hardcore, yeah, and it sort of allows teams to kind of push within clearer limits. I suppose that's the way I see it. Like, they know that whatever they do within the game is legal, so they do whatever they can to win. And there's a beautiful simplicity to that, I think, which complies with all these sports. But it wasn't always like that in Warband, though. Back in the day, we had glitches, official glitches that you couldn't do on maps, and that were highly illegal. Yeah. But now we have the whole map downloading thing, where people have glitch-free maps. Bit of credit for initiating the glitch-free map initiative, I suppose, if you want to call it that. That took a bit of that into my hands.
They still abuse certain things, right? You said about the double stunning and whatnot.
Double stunning. What about the double stunning? The shield stunning.
It was like shield stun of like a certain two-handed weapon.
I mean,
an overhead swing.
This is a sort of consistent issue in esports. This game isn't live, is it? By the way, I assume it's
not. I'm looking at them. I don't see them going live. They are.
It doesn't look live.
Killing each other with gusto.
No, it's not live. It's okay. Because they said like good luck, have fun, and I just kind of panicked for a second. Shield stunning. Well, this is the thing. In esports, you have to kind of draw a line between what's a glitch and what's a kind of acceptable in-game exploit. I suppose it's very hard to draw that. I think most people would say whatever you can do within the game, as long as you're not modifying the game to your advantage, acceptable. But then there's also blurred lines there, because some people modify their crosshairs to make them smaller, and most people consider that acceptable. But most people don't consider perhaps removing tree textures to be acceptable, because you can see through them and see what your enemy's doing. That's a boo-boo. That's a no-no. We don't like that. So there is a blurred line. It's all about judgment, I suppose. And
I don't like that edge sometimes people get from purposely playing without crosshairs and minimalism. Like, that's a lot to sacrifice.
Well, making your crosshair smaller, there's nothing too bad about that, I suppose, theoretically. Like, it's generally considered acceptable. It doesn't really give you much of an advantage, really. I suppose more about stylistic preference. There are plenty of games where you can change the crosshair as part of the game. Whatever you consider. Then again, it doesn't. Anyway, it's a judgment. Let's talk a little bit about the maps and factions that teams are going to be playing this week. This is the same as week 6, where we saw that absolutely thrilling encounter between A versus RNGD, where champions were toppled for a week. They were made to bleed.
Made to bleed.
So it's exciting. They're actually being played in a different order this time, but that's fine.
I like the map choice this week. I really do. I like Valoran and Reverend Village. I consider them both closed maps. Reverend Village is kind of both, but
Reverend Village is, I mean, in other tournaments, it's been called a mixed map. When there's been 3 categories, I think it's definitely a mixed kind of thing.
There's just a lot of different environments on these maps.
That's more open and closed. I mean, the flags, especially one of the flags over by the river, is very open. Not in keeping with a closed map ideal, I don't think. If it was classified as a closed map, people would be equally complaining, I think, of it. But I think it does. It offers a decent amount of cavalry, and that's the essence of an open map. Well, yeah, it does offer
some flags that are out in a field.
Yeah,
but
it offers a decent opportunity to cavalry, and that's the essence of an open map, I think, for most people. So
I don't know what it does. It just does something that ruins and Field by the River don't quite accomplish.
What ruins and Field by the River not accomplish? Oh, it's
making
the
fights. I don't know. Yeah. Like the fights.
Certainly, infantry, heavy infantry tactics are a lot more viable. We saw Renegades do that nasty 4 cab pushing thing, which was really cool. So it's a map that.
Yeah, I guess those maps just don't make infantry very viable.
No, Field by the River definitely doesn't, I think.
Which is a crying shame, because I believe Warband's strength is like the awesome melee.
I think with the current metagame where you have the faster rounds, I think it's helping infantry a lot anyway. So I don't think it's too bad, the situation at the moment. I think certainly on these maps that we'll see plenty of infantry. Wouldn't worry about that. At least 4 on Valoran, perhaps sort of 5 or something.
I am eager to see plenty of infantry.
And at Reverend Village, I think the way I look at it, it allows for a lot of tactics. I think almost anything is viable on Reverend Village if it's executed well. You can go for lots of crazy things. Crossbows is what I really
that's also why these are good maps, because you can do more things on Reverend Village. You can adopt different strategies. We saw 4 cab work. We saw Archer Fest work.
Yeah, definitely. On Valoran, I think probably you'd have to go heavier on infantry though. It is like you have that tower in the middle. You have like stairs and elevated areas and tunnels and things. You need infantry to just sweat it out and do brutal things. Nice that we have a bit of a mix of crossbows and archery for this match. Yeah, up on the screen we've got Norse and Swadia on Valoran, Rodox and Vegas on Reverend Village, so it's a crossbow versus an archer in both situations.
Man, it has been so long that I have forgotten what it was that separated Armata from other teams. What was their standout thing they did? They aren't reckless, I don't think so. I know they got spunked.
That was Samurai.
They got fire. Oh no, Samurai were
they were just trolls, yeah.
That was their wild card.
What separates AB? You're right. What is their real thing?
For some reason I want to think they're like heroes, that they just go very gung ho and all out, but they've had some close games.
Well,
right?
well heroes heroes, they just have terrible tactics. That's what separates them from other teams. Their strategies are just appalling. They do really bad things. And
so Armata's kind of like heroes who actually got an ounce of
great players. No, I know what
Was it coordination?
It was what they split up too much, and they did it too many rounds.
That's what they're
And they did the same thing. Yeah, it was on Vendetta.
The Italian loners.
They kept sending players like way too far away from their teams, and they were just nowhere near them when they needed to. Like Andre Dega, he was always like the last alive. We remembered it in the end. But they did okay. I can't remember which match we streamed of theirs that they. I can't remember what the result was. Look here.
I think they've had some close ones though. I know Armata.
I think we've seen them win and we've seen them lose. I think because we streamed like a couple of weeks in a row. They were always playing on Thursdays and early in the week, which we like. It was Bohemian Guard versus AB versus Kingdom of Swadia. Swadia won that, I think. Did AB take down Bohemian Guard? Possibly, cheeky. I think they might have done. Perhaps we get someone in chat to tell us about that. Our research is not sufficient. Got some issues here. I got I've got one of my moderators. It's not a moderator. LaRue the B.
Did you give a random plebeian the power of a king?
LaRue the B is far from a random plebeian, my friend. He is.
I know him.
Streamer for Warband Battle Stream. Very skilled player for Apis Europae, and also featured on the first episode of Horse and Sword. Aired a couple of weeks ago. We are going to be doing another Horse and Sword as well, just to let you know about some upcoming content. I want to do another one on Monday. Been off for a couple of weeks, but we want to get episode 001 back going. I think it was good. It was a fun experiment. People get excited about it. Talks about the issues, and this week we could talk about the patch, which is coming out as well. We're all very excited about.
Yes. Yes, I am very excited. And it turns out the teams will soon be ready for the match. But I just want to let you know that the outside of this map has snow. It suddenly snowed in Village, in Valoran, yes.
Oh, really?
Just on the outer edge, you know, a nice little touch, a seasonal thing that occurred here, but...
That's still... Did it just change for you?
No, it's just a little bit of snow. It don't change much else. But just...
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's weird. There must be some sort of updated version or something. That's strange.
Oh, I thought I done messed something up. No, it's just
the
map itself.
Yeah, I thought I done messed something up. How American is that?
Seasonal changes to the maps.
Okay, I think we're live now anyway. We gotta jump into this game.
Yes, we do.
Round 1. AB versus Vikings in Niflheim. Week 11 of the WNL.
Alright, folk.
What's going on right now? We've got wow, we have got some radical stuff going on from Niflheim. Famed for their infantry play, they've gone for a wild 4 archer setup with 3 infantry and 1 horseman. AB have scrapped the idea of taking all horsemen together and just taking 3 archers with 5 infantry. Interesting. I think Niflheim are going to have to spread out a lot around the flags and really make use of those archers. I mean, it kind of makes sense because they're swardier and crossbows are better on this map than archers. You have lots of corners.
Not a single cav though. That is.
Baby,
they are infantry heavy. Goodness.
I think that's their weakness. I think if they dropped an archer or a cav for an archer on infantry for a cav, they would have been
a weakness. There's strength in numbers, man, and they got numbers.
They got numbers, yeah, but cav can just do so much more than it's sort of worth. I don't know.
I do wonder what it's like in the kingdom of Niflheim. I've never heard of such a place.
Niflheim. Niflheim is like a sort of mythical Nordic. I want to say like a sort of heaven. It's like kind of like Valhalla, or maybe like a sort of mythic village. Someone's got to know something about Nordic.
Oh, it's a real place in Mythos?
No, it's not a real place. That's the point. It's like it's in Norse mythology. It's like Niflheim is a good thing.
Well, it's like a real
got a funny name,
thing.
Niflheim. And there's Niflheim as well, which is like from Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, like Samurai, the troll team always used to call them Milfheim on the forums.
That's a great insult. Good job, Samurai.
It's good, yeah.
But Niflheim.
Anyway, we've got a flag spawn here. Both teams just been waiting around so far.
From this flag.
Spawn's pretty much on nearer to AB. AB get right on it. They're going to try and raise that. They've got 4 people on it now. Just raising that thing up. And they've left 1 player in the tower. Interesting choice.
This works out. Oh my goodness.
What he's up to.
The no-cap strategy might pay dividends here.
They would have done.
Because they've turned up so hard.
But can Niflheim get these archers surrounding them when they move onto the flag, or are they just going to kind of rush into them? They sent their infantry in, and their cavs come in as well, but they have their flag a lot higher.
The horse making him run into a wall.
He's a little sneaky rat, that guy. Okay, first kill comes in. Waller takes down George and Niflheim. I give up. Noob takes down Black Scorpion. Wallace gets another kill, double kill there against Norse King.
Goodness, it's
Maybe getting the break this fight, but Rojan pulls on back against Fortescue. We've got Charlene here, a former Spanish player from Licks, and he is just completely uncontested right now, firing into melee. He's not got anything done. Rap breaks out to deal with him. Gets a little kick there from Charlene. Victory goes down to Nubas, and Letho takes down Serkan. So we're dead even right now, 5 against 5. Super even first round here from the teams. AB with the flag, I remember, and there's 29 seconds left on the clock. Really low health for lots of players. Wallace goes down eventually after a brave, noble fight against his opponents. Roger with a double kill, but Rat and Letho pull two kills back for AB, and it's 3-3 once again.
Has Letho been shooting here free reign this whole time?
No, he was in the tower, but the clock is ticking right now. It's 8 seconds left. Niflheim need to take down these AB players on the flag if they want to win this round. 4 seconds left, 3 seconds left.
God, they're seeing
AB
this
just
is
got to
a
stay on this
war
flag.
of
They've won this round. I
attrition.
think they've won this round there. Niflheim weren't aggressive enough. And Rosian goes down again after a really nice round there. He got 3 kills.
They
Wrapped
won
the double
from
kill.
flag.
And that seals
From
it
being
for
there at a good time.
AB there. Yeah, Niflheim just couldn't be aggressive enough. I think getting into a melee fight against that many Nords is always very difficult. And okay, we've got Charlene here, drops the crossbow, goes for infantry. I think they're feeling a little bit lacking in that department, which is probably a good choice because they really just couldn't make that melee fight happen fast enough there.
No, they were fighting against Nords, who were already holed up too. Like, they were set in place, and you don't move a group of Nords when they're set in place.
No, you don't. We got a comment in chat from Black saying, weren't aggressive enough or got screwed by Master of the Field. I think that's... I mean, I'm not going to say that's... Okay, I'm going to say that's really, like, stupid. Like, they had 2 minutes. Like, that is more than enough time to attack a team and get onto the flag. Like, there's no way they didn't have enough time.
Oh, Niflheim is actually trying to claim that area because they know they can't uproot AB once they're in position. And oh my goodness!
Nice early headshot from Nubas there.
They're going to get blood, though. The retribution.
Takes down Victory,
Connor
who was kind of up ahead. I guess he had his shield down for a little bit. Goes down there, loses heavy round shield. Perhaps the teammate could pick it up. They've done a pretty good job, though. Looks like the archers supplied with arrows.
That was an amazing kill right there. Connor's still angry at his bro dying.
He's lost some health as well, so is Black Scorpion. Nubas has taken a hit, and so is Charlene. So there's an exchange going back and forth, but Niflheim are with a number advantage right now.
With the number advantage and seemingly the position advantage, because they're flanking these guys. Oh, they're letting him wait.
they're getting nice around as well. They've sent 2 players around here, though, Rosian and Khan. They're getting pushed back by the AB players. Remember,
AB
have
moving
shields.
really well together.
There's going to be a threat here. AB have axes even, and they're going to be able to start doing some damage against these weak sword and shields. They are the weakest shields in the game. Niflheim kind of taking this fight, though, and Khan has lost some health here. Fortes goes down. And Letha goes down, and Scorpion goes down. The double kill from George here. So 8 on 4 for Niflheim. And Rat pulls a kill back. Connor's still up, remember. Connor's a beastly player.
Oh, Connor coming through the building. Oh my goodness.
So 4 against 7 here. And well, AB got to do some serious business right now. Arcantos is broken away from the fight with his bow, but he's not getting the hits that he needs to get at the moment.
They have too many Niflheim players coming in now.
Fast. Norskin coming in with his horse here, and he's doing some serious stuff. Great work there, gets a double knockdown,
demolished.
and Rat and Connor go down immediately. Wallace goes down, Arkansas goes down, and that's a pullback from Niflheim.
The last two die in a jumble of body parts.
Yeah, AB were kind of camping there. Niflheim got around them, put some pressure on them, drew them out, and absolutely punished them. And I think AB got to take a horseman. They've got to put someone on a horse, and they have done that.
Connor on a horse.
Yeah, they had done that. They put Connor there because even though Norse King didn't have a great first round, and he didn't even have a particularly amazing round then, even just getting that one brilliant knockdown, which was a really nice move, did so much for his team, just sealed that win.
How did Niflheim come out so victorious there, like, so decisively, like?
I think AB, they gave away, they fell for Niflheim's bait. They allowed Niflheim to draw them out of that position.
I think Scorpion might getting baited, because if he turns around...
You gotta watch out, he's one of the ones who took damage early in the round.
AB are moving very well together, and they're compact and watching each other's back, but I think they get outpositioned, though.
Yeah, they're moving as a team now towards this marketplace. I think that's a smart move. They had to stick together because they sent too few players to deal with Niflheim last time when they did this.
I'm so glad they're fighting in this marketplace because it's the friggin' awesomest area of the map.
It is, but it's annoying because the name's kind of flashing in and out and stuff, which is a bit frustrating. Okay, so we've got a fight going in here. AB move in against superior numbers here. They need support. Rat goes down immediately, and this is looking like a mistake for AB right now. Connor's got to get in and get involved. Letha goes down as well to Surkan.
Connor trying to help
not looking great for AB right now at all. Amon Marth goes down. And, well, Connor, as we see right now, comes in, doesn't get too much done. They take down Norse King, which is an advantage, but Connor goes down as well, and it's 8 on 4. Once again, Niflheim just going to get the better of this melee engagement, which is
getting destroyed.
Tough for AB. Black Scorpion goes down as well. Wallace pulls a comeback against Norse King, the dismounted horseman. Genghis takes down Fortes, though, and just 2 AB players now left, Wallace and Arcantos. against far superior numbers. Wallace gets brutalized in a massive gang attack.
Is converging on these guys one by one.
Well, I told you, this is Niflheim's strength. It's their melee engagements. Taking the extra infantryman did a lot for them as well, I think. Gave them that extra bit of beef in the melee grind. They're pretty happy with their class setup right now.
They lost all of one player in that.
I think AB just got
a scuffle.
AB got to, if they're going to take this 4 infantry setup, they got to meet them 1-for-1. They got, or 5 infantry setup even. They got to meet them 1-for-1. They got to stick together rather than sending a couple of players against their whole team. That was a real error. And what we know AB for actually putting up too much.
You're saying that they aren't working well? I mean, they're close to each other, but there's more than that. Oh my God, what is this?
AB once again sending wild aggression from Scorpion here.
Wild aggression, running the horse down the stairs.
But the first kill goes to AB. Victory takes down Genghis, and AB actually looking pretty decent in this melee fight. They've got a small number advantage here. Nubas was unthreatened though with his crossbow, punishes AB Rats with a headshot. Victory goes down to George as well, so AB can get the rest of their teammates in here to support. Letho and Arcantos in nice positions up here. But AB are up down. They pull up. Okay, Letho finally gets a kill from that great spot that he's in. Takes down Charlene. Rojan takes down Black Scorpion. So Niflheim with another small advantage here, but it's just 6-on-5. Nothing's set in stone here. Connor prowling with his horse. Wallace goes down in the meantime against Norse King. Another player for AB lost there. Connor gets reared up as well. He's got to get out of this situation and support his teammates instead of getting caught up here.
Nope,
does get taken down by Sparky. George takes down Fortes. And just 2 players left again for AB. Arcantos and Letho, 2 archers left against a big team. Not what you need. 6 Niflheim players left to deal with these 2. Letho goes down straight away. Arcantos, manages to bait out a team kill from Norse King. A little bit hasty there on the horse work. Flashes down George. But
he's dead anyway.
Let's go down, and Norse King gets his blood. And Niflheim with a nice pullback there.
Niflheim showing what's up.
They're showing what's up. And they're loving it. They're loving life right now. They're 3-1 after losing the first round.
They had one bad round, but they are decisively winning now. They're getting better. They're only getting better.
As the rounds go on, they improve. They thrive. We're going to have a small little break right now. We got a little problem with our overlay at the moment. A little bit wackadoo.
What is our wacky
XSplit? We got to struggle with XSplit. XSplit is the best software out there, but it's also horrible. That's what I'll say about XSplit. Like, they got to fix so many things. XSplit, it's got so many bugs.
It's a love-hate relationship, folks. That's why we don't even have the animation in the background. But we're still trucking. We're trucking.
Still trucking. We have a little bit of movement on the break screen for you to enjoy. We can talk about that right now. Should we? If you want to, do a little shout out to Incompetech.
The only motion you see on the screen and draws your eyes to is the man who makes the music for the stream, Kevin MacLeod, for free. His website and cool logos there at the bottom. So check it out. Use it in your own projects. All the man wants is attribution. All he wants, folks. That you know he made that music. And he did. So support him so far.
Oh yeah. He loves esports. Definitely. Told us that.
He does know about his use of music in lots of video game productions, and he's fully supportive of it.
Yeah. Nice guy.
And Niflheim, man, they are setting the pace here. Like,
yeah, they're doing some nice stuff.
Getting better at obliterating Armata. Why?
Well, I think when they switched up, they had that 4 archer setup, which really didn't work out for them. They couldn't attack into that AB position at all, especially as like Swadia, who already have weak infantry. You can't really play 3 inf against 5 on a map like Valoran. I don't think it's just not going to work out. They might not have been expecting AB to go quite as infantry heavy as they did, which is maybe why they made the decision. But once they switched it up, they were more beefy in the melee fights. Their archers been doing some great work as well. Nubas finding some nice positions.
You're saying Niflheim was beefier in the melee fights, but they were Vagers, right? Is that not what they were?
And they were
Swadia,
yeah.
They weren't Nords.
No, AB were Nords. So once Niflheim switched up, and they got that extra infantryman, they had a little bit of extra force in the melee fights, which was able to carry them through. That's my take on the matter, anyway. You know, first rounds can always kind of go a bit unexpectedly. Just getting used to it, getting back into that mindset, perhaps it was the pressure of being streamed. This is the first game we've streamed from Niflheim, I think.
Though, they do well under pressure. I'll tell you that.
Well, I'm not ruling out.
It's unfortunate because I see Armata are together. Like I see them hanging together in the fights and moving as a group, but I think maybe once the fights get going, they split off too much. While Niflheim is able to get any person who is free at any moment, immediately goes and helps a bro out.
Right, I think AB are a team of differing philosophies. That's how I would describe them. They have some players who are kind of all out running gun and will just charge in there, and some players who play a lot more cautiously will kind of keep their shield up, eye up the melee fight, and only get involved when they need to. Perhaps the old blood and the new blood not quite mixing as well. AB are definitely a team that have very good players. They constantly get recruits because they're an Italian team. They're the only real competitive Italian team at the moment.
So if you're Italian and you play Warband,
join AB.
People.
Pretty much, yeah. But they've got players like that who have just kind of joined the competitive scene, and they've got players who have been playing for 3 years. So organising that is always going to be difficult. Like we're live now again.
Yes,
exciting for us. We will be switching sides.
Right back into it.
As per the rules. If you're not familiar with the rules, it's 16 rounds played over 2 maps, 8 rounds per map, 4 rounds per spawn. So everything's all fair and square. We just played the first spawn right now, and we're moving into the second one. We seem to switch sides, so we've got Vikings of Niflheim spawning on kind of higher ground.
And we're going to go right into this boat.
As Nords, and we've got Armata Brancaleone spawning on the lower ground as Swadia. AB doing a massive split right now. They've got people going into tunnels, they've got people going on the left-hand side, they've got people everywhere.
We got people in the tunnels. We got rats in the sewers.
We do have rats in the sewers, yeah. We got Connor and Letho sneaking around in those tunnels. What are they up to? What's their plan? It's interesting because it looks like this is a rehearsed tactic. Perhaps they've done this in practice matches. They've thought, Swadia, okay, melee fight's not going to do as well. Let's get us around on them. Let's try and take them out in the positional.
That's what Niflheim's been doing.
Yeah, well, that worked for them, yeah. But I think AB gifted them a little bit, though.
AB are set up everywhere. They know exactly.
The thing is, though, if Niflheim were aware of this, I don't know how aware they are or what their scouting's like.
Are they doing any scouting, or they're just kind of partying it up in here?
They are, which is a shame because they've got a course there. He could be out scouting around the map, but if they found out that...
No, sir, he's parked right there. He's resting.
He is, yeah. He's sat in the tower.
They're sitting high and pretty right now. This is hubris that's going to get them right here because they have no positional advantage here.
It might be, yeah. Well, but the thing is, if they had pushed like one of these AB positions, they would be able to see. They would be able to sort of have a massive advantage.
They're pushing a position, though. They're going by the cheese.
But AB, you can see AB. You can actually see this on the minimap beautifully. AB have just moved away from there. You've got 3 players on the left-hand side. They just moved right away from there. They've seen it, Niflheim's movement, and they just moved away from the area.
They are running. They're running so hard. The cat
see that.
at the end.
Remember to check out the minimap. We do try and reference the minimap a little bit, but that movement was particularly well illustrated by that. You could see them as they moved over to that marketplace. All the AB players dispersed from there. So they're looking more organised this time, I think. They've got more of a plan. AB actually first onto the flags as well. We've got Wallace sitting down there right now. But there's going to be a ton of Niflheims all over him in just about 2 seconds.
Coming from every angle, but they got some AB in the back if they would come from behind, but they're not.
And AB a little bit far away right now. You've got
Niflheim losing their horsemen.
Ilunga here, he's got no support. AB have got 2 cav though, so they can get in on the scene pretty fast. We've got Crash and Nero coming in right here. Letho gets the first kill on Surkan as well, and AB have descended on the position quite nicely right now. They're not outnumbered at all.
Who's that man stuck in... He can't dislodge himself from the AB players.
No, he's out now. It was Charlene, I think. Managed to stay alive. Nubas with the first kill for Niflheim, bringing back to 7-7 against Wallace.
Niflheim in the background also bringing up the flag.
Goblin takes down Norse King. Yeah, this is a problem for AB. They've got a minute left. They've got to get those Niflheim players off the flag. But Black Scorpion with a double kill
they're coming in.
Takes down George as well, and they're clearing those Niflheim players off the flag.
Spinning them out.
Genghis pulls a cover against Black Scorpion, which is a great kill for them to get down. But AB Connor gets one against Sparky. Genghis Khan with a second kill right here, and he's doing some beautiful work as an infantry player. Really holding position on that flag.
His horse.
And he's still raising that flag as well, and he's just become a massive problem for AB because they've got 30 seconds left. They've got to get him off the flag immediately. There's 2 players left
trying to pincer him.
Niflheim. There's time for AB to do this, but they've got to get rid of Genghis Khan. So big hit
Connor pushing him.
Big hit from Connor gets him to low health and Letho finishes him off. Darlene's got to get on that flag very quickly.
Darlene.
He's got 20 seconds to
stay
alive.
Oh, he's still going though.
But it's not going to happen, I don't think. He's got to get to that flag because AB are raising it as well. He's got to get there now and then stay alive for about 10 seconds.
Destroy his shield.
It can't happen, I don't think.
Still living.
His shield's still up.
Oh, he's killing 2 men.
He's got no health left. Nor do his opponents. And, yeah, AB just played the flag here. Because they managed to get raised. And Charlene just couldn't get there in time. So, first round of this spawn goes to AB. Pulls back to 2-3.
Good job, AB. Good job. Stopping the bleeding.
Yeah, it's nice. That's the momentum from Niflheim and puts a bit of doubt in their minds because you think Nords will be stronger on this map. And so when you go ahead as Swadia, you think, oh, great. If I'm ahead as Swadia, imagine how great it'll be as Nords. But when you lose your first round as Nords, then you have that doubt. You think, oh, perhaps we didn't do as well. And they've got to avoid...
Niflheim, at first I thought they were doing really well, but it seems maybe they were trying to juggle too many things. They were trying to get the flag. They were trying to get the kills.
What AB did brilliantly was descend on the flag. They descended on the flag so brilliantly, and their players that were there already, that were outnumbered, managed to stay alive just long enough for those 2 AB cavalry to get on the scene and do great work. That's what really swung it for them. And it shows you that even on a close one like this, taking extra cavalry can be extremely useful. There are open areas, and they're very flat areas.
Yes, the cav were very
okay, Niflheim doing some action here, though. They have been more aggressive in this round. They've taken out 3 players already.
AB
getting butchered. 4 AB players just went down there super fast, and Ilunga's going to go down as well. AB just went ready for that push, and I think Niflheim have done well to recognize what AB's weakness was there, and that was splitting up. When you split up that much, it's a brilliant tactic if the opponent isn't going to punish you. But if you do what Niflheim just did and go for an all-out push, you're going to have a hard time dealing with it.
Right at the beginning, and AB fell like a house of cards.
You're going to have a real hard time dealing with it. Because if you think about it,
when you shoot a French fry, you'll have a bad time.
If you what? Sorry?
Go on. I'm sorry.
No, say it. Curiosity is now killing me. If you what when you shoot a French fry?
If you pizza when you shoot a French fry, you're gonna have a bad time.
That's the American philosophy there. Don't pizza when you should French fry. That'd be ridiculous. Never do that. Okay, Niflheim going to do what worked for the last round, and they're going to go for another push here. They're 4-2 up.
They're waiting. AB might be waiting this time for...
Yeah, AB not split up as much, and that's a smart move. Both teams, you can see, they're reacting to each other's movements. And Niflheim setting in a few players a little bit early here. Georgia Niflheim has got no support at all.
Too far ahead.
Norseking has gone down already, which is they have dead right now.
Able to stop the flow of Niflheim players, so that
Niflheim was setting some charges back, but they're not doing anything right now. Black Scorpion takes down George as well. So 2 Niflheim's gone down already, and this is a real dud push from Niflheim. Charlene's gone down too. They're just setting in players one by one. Roshan's got support. Sparky's there with his bow. He's going to move into melee right now with his pressure. Serkan's gone down in the meantime. 4 players left for Niflheim against a clean AB team. Serkan, your health is dropping, mate. Roshan takes a hit while he's down. Nubat's gone down. Genghis Khan gone down. Roshan, last player alive.
AB
going to get a clean sweep here. As a whitewash. Brilliant play from AB there. They completely anticipated what Niflheim were going to do. Niflheim charged headlong into it and executed it particularly poorly, actually, I'm have to say.
They did. Also, AB Fortesk able to stop the whole group while a few players went off as stragglers. Overconfidence on behalf of the Vikings here.
And what did Niflheim do here? Because Niflheim have done... Well, they did one thing which worked, but it didn't work again. Did they go for another push? Did they wait this time? Niflheim, they go for another push. They know what they're doing.
Oh, they are going for a push.
But they're a bit more cautious this time. They're going to wait for their teammates. And they've got some players a bit further back here. Niflheim are taking an extra horseman here. Genghis Khan has got on the saddle. I think
AB are playing defensively, maybe too much.
Yeah, perhaps that. You don't want to be withdrawing when you're in a melee fight because that's not a good place to be in, especially against Nord axes. They're going to break out and find a bit of space here.
You can't do that with a fadeaway swing.
They've got to leave space for their crossbowmen. They don't want to retreat too far. But their Cavs doing some great work right now. Crash and Letho? Nero even, I'm afraid. Okay,
Ooh,
AB taking advantage now. We've got the kills suddenly start exploding here. 3 kills for AB with 1 for Niflheim. They're taking advantage.
Nero
7-5.
whipping an almost dead target.
Arkansas brings down Sparky. Letho brings down Serkan and Niflheim. They're crumbling, I'm afraid. Not a good round for them.
Dogpilot in the corner, the Cav, AB Cavalry.
It's Roshan and Norse King left. This is the last round of the spawn, and not going to make it happen, I'm afraid. Norse King goes down. Roshan almost taking down Ilunga, but he can just back off right now. even with his low health.
Trying so
And his teammates, yeah.
Absolutely surrounded. The ones in
Is
the
that
back taunting him.
Is that a reference to the Age of Empires taunt, which is Rogan? I don't know who's familiar with that. If I'm making a wild reference that no one knows. Like if you like suggested. Yeah, okay, we know Wololo.
This one.
You
do great renditions of those.
Dude, your aggregate scores are all out of whack.
Are they?
They are, because we, right now, are 4-4. Not...
What has happened here? Either way, we're on break, though, right? We will fix this.
We're on a break, that's fine.
Yes, we are.
Let everyone know the score is 4-4 right now.
Rusty folk, a little rusty.
Yeah, we've been away for 2 weeks. We haven't been in the training dojo. We've been slacking off and being busy with other things. So it's not been like a Rocky montage 2-week break. It's been like a lost in limbo 2-week break.
Lost in limbo, somewhere in the Twilight Zone.
We'll be back fighting, and we're gonna do more streams. I think this week. I think we should do one tomorrow and Sunday. What do you think of that?
Well, that's wonderful. I mean, it is the end of the tournament, so
yeah, man. Well, that's 3 weeks.
People need the screen time.
We did a 5-week before. That was intense. I think a 3-week, perhaps we could get this going. See how it goes anyway. Next,
no, folks,
Matt.
it is not over yet. You stay with bated breath because this is a tie.
And actually,
the next map's amazing.
Before we talk about the next map, though, I'm just gonna remind people: you can tweet me at Captain Lust on Twitter, ask me about the game, say what's up. Just say random thoughts about the game and hashtag WNL2 when you do it. Give me random thoughts. That's what I want to hear. So whatever you like, and I might respond to it.
Just about anything we'll respond.
Predictions is a good suggestion.
That's always good. If you just want to talk, have a little chat.
Predictions. Say who you think's playing well. Say who you're impressed by. Say who you're dismayed by. Say who you think has behaved appallingly and has played terribly. Tell us that if you like. Oh, we do have a tweet just coming right now from one of the players, actually.
Oh my goodness, God bless you.
Sturkan has tweeted at me saying, AB, 2 pro archers for us. Sad face. Now look at that for insight.
Oh, I did see AB archers in the last fight take out Niflheim archers, who were in great positions, but they were very exposed to archer fire. They immediately targeted Niflheim archers.
Arkantos and Letho generally playing as archer for AB. They did some nice work. Positionally, they were actually brilliant during that whole map. That was one shining light for AB. I think the AB Cav as well doing some nice work. So, anyway, now that we talked about our Twitter, we'll actually just mention E-Man's. I mentioned the YouTube links as well. Yes. We've got E-Man's YouTube there. E-Man makes funny videos. Never forget that. Always check them out.
That's what I did before I started streaming.
And you still do it.
And I still do it.
And you stream as well. You stream you and Jeremy having fun late at night on Siege.
On USGK Siege, Wild Adventures. Lots of kills, because no nubs, but...
And there's screaming, there's all sorts of exciting things happen on E-Man's stream and on his channel, so check that out. Below that, you've got MBTV Replay, where you can see all the games from this channel. All the games, all the shows, anything that happens on this channel goes on MBTV Replay. Free VODs for you. Get on there, subscribe, and like, do your things. Next map is going to be Reverend Village, Roblox versus Vegas. Exciting, I think.
This one's going to be good.
Roblox going to have a nice time here, I think. It's a nice melee map, and Roblox have great melee potential. It's also a very good crossbow map. It's a very good crossbow map. But at the same time, in the melee fights, even though Roblox are brilliant in melee, they suffer with their paper armor. And Vegas have scimitars, galore, spamitars as we like to call them in the scene.
And a good horseman could never stop running on this map. He can go and go and go.
That is so true. If you're a good horseman, you can keep up your momentum, get around all those corners. And I think the corners... They even have something of an edge for horsemen, because on an open field, although that is really a horseman's dream, you can see a horseman coming on an open field. But if they whip around a corner with a couch lance, bam, you're dead. You don't see it coming. You can hear it, but you don't know if it's a teammate, you don't know what's going on. You don't have the advantage of our oversight that you see on the stream. Unless you have the stream open. But then you have a sort of 10-second delay.
Then you have bigger problems.
Bigger problems,
Trying to juggle those two things in your head.
Exactly.
Accounting for the time delay.
Team's just gonna have a little bit of break here.
It is tense. It's 4-4. I mean, like
4-4. That means everything is decided on this map, guys.
AB had a poor beginning, but
Yeah, they put it back. It's actually you can also note about that map is that Swadia won 3-1 on both spawns.
Swadia was the
they won the map
champion
basically.
side.
Interesting because it's a close map. You expect Nords to win that, but both teams sort of had better positioning as Swadia and used that to their advantage. Made some poor choices as Nords. I think people didn't really play Nords very well on that map. I don't think that's how it's gonna go for everyone, but interesting to see perhaps a little bit of wing for Swadia on Valoran.
My favorite round though is still Armata completely negating the Niflheim rush, the re-rush.
Oh yeah,
the second attempt.
Well, they saw it coming, and it's all praise to Niflheim's tacticians. A little reminder, if we update the minimap for this, it's going to be Reverend Village.
Yes.
All set up for you. Let us know what you think of the stream and all our features. We have extra little things going on here with our admin mod. You can see the health bars on the side, the kill deaths, the classes, the little faces, which are always cute, the names, the minimap. Let us know what you think, like what you enjoy. If you saw something on the minimap that perhaps we didn't spot even, then it was of value to you maybe. Got a nice tweet coming in from Laura as well. AB looking more and more consistent every match. Go AB. Got an AB fan
I agree. Go AB.
AB are an easy team to support. I think it's easy to like AB. They're a very old team. They got lots of players that have come from AB. They've gone to other teams. They're a nice sort of boot camp. There's like Elguera, Dukan, Data.
They got Gusto. They're not afraid to do weird compositions. They did like that whole infantry bit.
And they got some tactical nous as well. We saw them doing some nice reactive play.
Yeah, they're able to change their strategy, which means they're a team that adapts, which you want to get behind a team that can adapt and change.
Exactly. And the fact that they're very old, people just kind of, they're very well known. People like to, well, everyone's had a training match with AB, I think, in the scene. Everyone's had many a training match with AB. Vikings Niflheim, they're not bad guys. I'm sure they're great guys. I don't know them very well myself. They're very keen on the melee stuff for the most part, but it looks like they've changed that up a little bit, playing more conventional.
I do like this showing by Niflheim. the Valhalla, the sister place to Valhalla, a paradise.
We'll have to look that up. What is that in Norse mythology? I know
Nibelheim. Which
that's
maybe
Final
that's
Fantasy.
Where it's got its name.
That's Final Fantasy 7. No, but I think that's based off Niflheim. That's like a kind of mashup of the Niflheim name.
That like increases my enjoyment of the term Nibelheim from my own, experience in Final Fantasy. Like, oh, that's based off something.
Final Fantasy, great games, guys. You should go play them. I like 9 myself.
No, they're not.
You don't like them?
Oh no, sir. But I know what game I do like. I like Warband, and we're live.
I love Warband.
Folk.
We are live right now. We are back. 4-4 is the score as we go into the third quarter of this game. Vikings Niflheim versus Armata Brancaleone. The teams are 17th and 18th in the league. Would they be just
Numbers
a little bit ahead?
Numbers don't matter, though.
Numbers don't matter. What I've said is completely pointless, and you should forget it as soon as you can. Got Niflheim pretty much
what matters
behind
is
this.
Spirit, and these guys got
Whoa! What is going on here? We have 7 players for Niflheim. Why do we not have 8 players for Niflheim? They've messed up. 1 player drop. They have a spawn issue.
That is unfortunate. Although I think AB are thinking Nibelheim's too easy.
Niflheim get the first kill, yeah, and take down Scorpion, bring it even there. And
AB, you are underestimating.
They're against superior numbers here, but Connor gets a kill on horseback against George, and Adam goes down towards Nero. So AB Cab making their worth use
Nero
there.
ramming that man into the wall.
Arkantos goes down against Norse King there as well, though. So AB with a slight advantage here. Connor with another kill against Rojan, and Wallace coming out with this pike here, carrying away the Niflheim Cav. Just 4 Niflheim players left now, and they're all on very, very low health, as you can see on the side panel there. Barker goes down to Connor, and AB just kind of churning through the remaining Niflheim players right now.
I usually see this map go to Master of the Field, but my goodness.
Yeah, well, it was kind of weird.
They almost
AB were basically being too cocky, and then Niflheim punished them, and then AB just demolished them.
Oh my goodness, they're shish kebabbing him at this point.
Yeah, Connor with a 5 kills there, from 7 players. That's pretty hefty.
And they were capping the flag to add insult to injury.
Yeah, Letho just sitting on that flag. Just in case, you know, that one player with like a sliver of health took down their entire team. They'd always have that flag.
Well, something has happened to Niflheim. They are
They got players in...
handicapped.
They have players in Spectator. They got Charlene, they got Nubas. Something crazy is happening right now.
They got a player in limbo. And Niflheim attacking with the man down and having lost the last engagement. This is weird. This is weird right here. Connor.
Yeah, they're going for it. Well, they get the first kill though. Scorpion goes down again really early on there. Not doing much for his team. I mean, Wallace goes down 2 against Genghis. And Niflheim playing with this kind of completely unwarranted arrogance right now is paying off for them. Crash breaks away to do some damage, and Connor is just going to be a bane for them though right now. Loses horse though. He does get a kill against George. And Nothing gets a kill too, but Norse King and Genghis Khan pulling goes back against Nero and Arkantos. And they're ahead right now in this. It's 4 against 3. Another 2 kills they go for each team. Rojan takes down Sir Crash, and Niflheim with a
throwing
his down are going to take this round. Letho, the remaining player for AB, crossbowman.
He stopped being useful a while ago.
Full health and a shield.
Oh my goodness,
That's going to be enough. This is a game of Kaplunk right now as he's being poked from all sides.
Oh my goodness.
And is killed on the front porch of this Reverend Village house.
They got the broom there to sweep it up though. It's all good.
And a stool once they're done sweeping.
Wow, Niflheim,
Someone got that 8th player, and it's very easy to see what's going on.
Doesn't matter, they still did it. Like, wow, I'm surprised they pulled it through.
I think AB are going to be calling off this round. They're going to be trying to back off, let Niflheim walk into them, and perhaps surround them with some archers. Because AB are not infantry heavy at all right now. They've got 3 infantry, which is just the same as Niflheim. Two archers and three cav. So they're a cav ahead of Niflheim, basically.
Maybe AB is too eager.
Yeah, well, we had Black Scorpion threw his life away immediately in both rounds. It worked. They did okay in the first one. They managed to get by, but you can't really just throw away their advantage. If you have that advantage, you've got to use it. But AB are not going to do this backing off tactic. They're going to move forward towards the church where Niflheim are based right now. And they've got some heavy horses.
Ooh, they're pushing him into the cemetery.
Connor's on a warhorse, crashes on a warhorse, and this is going to be hard for Niflheim to deal with, I think, right now. And they're being surrounded, I think, Niflheim. Sirkin's broken out, and he's got some space around the back, but Arkantos headshots Sirkin. Also takes down George,
Dies right on the grave.
And, yeah. 1 foot in the grave, now 2 feet. And poor Niflheim, 4 players against... Wow, 6 now. They get 2 kills quickly there, but Vortex...
getting destroyed.
Vortex takes down Norse King and Wallace
Oh, horse trampling the corpse afterwards.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Oh,
double kill for Wallace here. And just poor Genghis Khan left. Got a horse so he can run away.
It almost looked like Connor's horse
got a
reared
warhorse,
back
actually.
and kicked them to death.
Looted.
Genghis Khan
Genghis Khan managed to take down Letho,
escaping.
which is good. It's good to slow down the gold advancement of AB. There's still 1 round left in this set. It's going to try and take these cav jewels as well. Nero's on very low health, so you've got to avoid taking these risks, I think. Because he go down here, and he does go down to Genghis Khan here.
Oh, wow.
That's absolutely needless. They didn't... I mean, they want to take him down.
Shield too.
They want to take down Genghis Khan because they don't want him to have that warhorse next round, but at the same time, they don't want to throw away their own lives. That's not smart. I mean, in the meantime, yeah.
Player running away.
He's going to bait Genghis Khan and taking his flag, but Genghis Khan, if he's got a brain cell in his brain, I suppose, not going to risk that. He is going to stay alive. It's 1 on 4. Crazier things have happened, but they also basically never happen. So just like,
do you want to risk being that statistical anomaly there?
No,
Genghis Khan, can you do it?
But we'll in all likelihood, he'll just go in and lose his horse, and then he'll start from nothing next round. Instead of having a warhorse, which could be extremely useful for his team, especially since Charlene has now moved into the Niflheim team. Is going to be here for the last round of this set.
Oh wait, no, Connor's going to go for the kill right at the end. He might.
I think it's not a bad move because Connor. I mean, AB gonna have a gold advantage no matter what if he goes for this or if he doesn't.
Shield too, because he had lost it. He comes back.
Yeah.
Refreshed.
It's not a cap shield that he's got, but so we're smart to go for it, but AB raised the flag in the meantime as well, so it didn't really do anything.
And the epic battle between horsemen is inconclusive. They both go to their respective pens. And Niflheim's still down. A
No,
player.
no, no. Norse King, Charlene's come in. Norse King's just waiting to spawn.
Oh,
And
yes!
in he comes. So they're back
in
to 8
at
now,
full
yeah.
strength.
We have 3 archers now for Niflheim. So not gone for the extra cavalry, instead taking extra range troop. Right enough as Vegas, you can get some real fire rate. You get nice positions here on the flags. But don't take extra archers and rush Niflheim. What are you doing? This is not a smart move. Don't just rush him because your archers will do nothing. They're doing bad things. They take down Scorpion though. Their archers do get something done. Scorpion is
They might have planned this.
Scorpion in the Suicide Brigade right now. Nero takes down Anden. I think AB is going to win this round because this is a bad move by
Nero's joining that Suicide
Niflheim. But at the same time,
there.
Niflheim holding their own, but eventually are just losing players right now. 6 against 4 for AB. Norse King pulls back against Arcantos though, and Niflheim is still fighting against 4 against 5. They can still do this.
Fighting nobody.
And they've still got Cav up as well, which is always going to be a threat. Connor on very low health. He could go down at any moment. And that would be devastating.
Someone has to stop Letho.
If you look at Niflheim as well, they've actually got one of those Vega horses, which are real nasty. That's Norse King's taken that. And takes down Nero as well. Connor takes down Serkin in the meantime. So AB just keeping that slight lead. Wallace pulls kill back against Sparky.
1-on-1.
The 4-2 advantage for AB right now. And I think that should see them through, but well, the two cavalry of Niflheim could make something happen here. Still no flag spawns right now. But AB are getting into these cav duels, which is always risky. Letho gets a headshot though. Beautiful shot to take down Genghis Khan there. And just Norse King left. And what happened, I think.
Connor trying to pad his kills even further.
Yeah, they can just take the flag at this point. And getting the gold at this really isn't worth it at the moment. Connor shouldn't be doing this. It's absolutely a needless risk.
Look at him.
It's a needless risk, but
it's personal.
Yeah, if it doesn't pay off, it doesn't pay off. They'll still win the round anyway, because they have the flag now. But there's no reason to be trying to hurt the gold of Norse King.
Yeah, you're right. He is rich, and it is the final match of the round. Final
match, round of the set. Yeah.
Yeah, round of the set.
But they're having some fun. It's nice to have a bit of dogfighting. Gals practicing. I suppose people enjoy it.
Medieval dogfighting.
I call it dogfighting. Yeah, I don't know.
That.
Yeah. That's what it feels like to me.
Put it.
And
because they're weaving.
I think it's weird here. Norse King's lost his horse.
They're
just gonna sort of bump Larson to death, and down he goes for some crash in the end.
Bump the poor bastard to death. And
well, so we've got AB taking a lead there. 3-1 in that set.
Man, we are going back to break.
Yeah, so it's going to be 7-5 for AB at the end of that set. And Niflheim got to win every round, I guess, if they want to take this match.
They're still in it, though.
They can win 3 rounds.
3 wound up rounds.
3 wound up rounds. And get a draw, perhaps, or one. No. They could do that as well.
Type of speech impediments.
But draws are very, very rare, especially on a map like this. So I think well, the pressure's really on Niflheim right now. Rodox did a bit better, I guess, so they could try and rely on that.
They did have some poor fortune. They had some really bad fortune befall them.
Yeah, they were a player down. They did manage to win a round as a player down, which is pretty impressive. Black Scorpion was doing some bad suicide stuff there. That was not a good set for him. He can't be happy with that. You don't like being the first to die.
For a second, I thought maybe their archer plan was working out, because they all dogpiled this one little alcove and just stood facing it out against everyone. The whole AB team.
The thing that worked well was that it kind of pinned all the AB players there right in front of their archers, but they just
that was reckless.
It was reckless, but it kind of works because it gave their archers good positions. But what didn't work about it, and what's crucial, is the fact that when you're that aggressive, especially with the behavior of their infantry, they basically made the fight go too fast. What an archer wants is the slowest fight ever. An archer wants a fight which lasts for an hour, and he can just shoot all day and eventually get the shot, which is crucial. If the fight is over in 4 seconds, an archer can do nothing. That's the crucial thing that Niflheim got wrong there. Their infantry were too aggressive in the middle of the fight.
AB wasn't putting up with that. They threw their horsemen into that alcove to disrupt them.
That alcove's quite brutal as well because you've got that little barrel on the other side, so you can put a crossbow up there. Kind of hop up and shoot over it, do little jump shotting things and all sorts of nastiness. Those little trick places. Love them. Another map where we've got a mysterious appearance of a river as well. Just comes out of a pile of rocks.
Maybe the rocks are crying.
The rocks are crying. Which is weird actually because the flow of the river kind of goes into the rocks. Maybe the rocks are kind of drinking the water. It's strange action anyway.
Yeah, the river doesn't even come out from anywhere.
Common theme.
It's scenic if you just look at a small picture, but if you actually like...
You analyze
you look
it,
at the background of the backdrop of the set, it looks
exactly.
Kinda...
If you're as pedantic as we are on MBTV, it doesn't hold up. There's no need for such pedantry. Be more relaxed than we are. Take things in your stride.
I don't think Niflheim should be taking things in stride.
No, they shouldn't. Certainly not at this point. They've got to get pumped. And it's not a terrible position for them to be in. 5-7 down. You come back from that, especially with a swap. They got a little break right now. They can focus their thoughts, and they know that it's very possible. I mean, when we've had the crazy comebacks like Renegades against AE, they came back down from 1-5, and like that takes sort of exceptional mental strength. I'm not saying Vikings and Niflheim don't have that, but I'm saying they don't necessarily need it right now. You stay focused on 5-7. And
you know what I am seeing that's absent from Niflheim I just saw on the last map? These guys aren't getting positional advantages. Maybe they're not going for that because they didn't have the player and they weren't confident.
They went for rushes, too many rushes.
Yeah, they're going for straight rushes. As Vagers too, I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. They did some smelly stuff. It wasn't good.
It's not a good use of your resources, and they're not... Because last round we saw that they, like, collapsed on AB, and AB's being all hard all the time, but this time around...
I agree, especially, I mean, their logic just isn't, like... I'm not saying what they did couldn't work, but basic logic dictates that you take an extra archer, okay, you think, alright, fine. We'll try and surround the flag and get a good position there where it's open and we can use our archers. What they did was take an extra archer and then just go full head first into their enemy.
Take an extra archer and throw him at them.
That's not normal procedure. You think if you're gonna do an aggressive round, take an extra infantryman for the extra shock factor. So I think they're not quite straight on the tactics there.
Just grab the arrow out of your quiver and chuck it at them like a javelin.
Put it in their eyes like Legolas does.
He does that. He really just throws one hand first
into
a dude's face.
I can't really tell because he's kind of shooting them really fast at close range. I don't know if he's like pointing them in the face or I don't know. I think he does that at some point.
How the heck do you throw an arrow with enough force?
I think he uses it. He jabs it. He uses it like a dagger.
I would think it'd be more like some discus type of throw, like to get that.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
It makes
they're not meant to be thrown on. Let's face it. Arrows.
Yes. Amazing if he did that. I'm sure that is exactly how Tolkien envisioned it.
Oh, I tell you what, there is a Turkish film. I can't remember who actually. I think it might be like Tarkan or something like that. And like this guy, it's like riding on a horse. And he's like kind of half on the horse, and he's like kind of like falling off it. But at the same time, he's like catching arrows which people are firing at him, and he's like throwing them back, like in this like horse battle, and it's like killing people like by throwing arrows.
That reminds me of Lone Wolf and Cub. He rides on a horse to kill people, like on the side of it. He straddles the horse.
Yeah. It's like that kind of thing.
And when the horse comes upon a group of men he's looking to kill, they don't see anyone on the horse because he's on the side. He cuts the horse's legs off so it falls. He jumps off and uses the jumping momentum to stab the guys he's trying to kill.
That's horrible. We don't like horse cruelty, animal cruelty. But it's also very cool.
It was
and very
a sad
exciting
scene,
in a film.
but man, it was pretty badass.
I don't doubt that. But an Indian film, which the Indian flatmate showed me, where a guy does a power slide on a horse under a large truck. Like he power slides under the wheels.
GIF of this.
I think there's got to be a GIF of this.
Where it slides on asphalt, which makes no friggin' sense. Or wait, it might have been.
Oh wait. Have you seen this?
I've seen this GIF.
I've seen this GIF. Let's get this GIF linked in chat. This is important right now. Guys, we'll talk about the games in a sec. We gotta do some flanking right now. We've got important stuff to do. Okay, I found it.
Yes,
This GIF is coming to you
awesome.
very soon.
Of a horse sliding under a car. Totally relevant what's happened here, because
URL is the URL balked? My Chrome does not. I do not like Chrome.
Chrome's all right.
No, dude, Chrome does not swell with me. I don't know if that link works. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't.
I mean, Google already owns all your browsing habits anyway, honestly, from your
Yeah,
searches. So
obviously.
you might as well just give them the rest.
But I just don't like tabs on top. Everyone's gotten used to tabs on top, and I've just said no. This is not right. I want my tabs on the bottom, and Chrome doesn't even give you that option.
Hope on the bottom, tabs on top.
What on the bottom?
Hope on the bottom.
Hope. As in, like, the concept of hope.
The concept, the idea, the feeling, dog. I think hope is a feeling.
Hope's a feeling. Okay. And that goes on the bottom with tabs on top.
Yes.
Okay, well, this game is going live now, by the way, guys.
We
Sorry for talking
are
nonsense throughout this whole thing.
live. Talking nonsense, but this match ain't nonsense.
It is not nonsense, no. It's 7-5. It's still really close to it. Anything could happen. AB now spawning in as the Vega team down the south of the map. With Vikings and Niflheim up in the north. As Rodox. And
Alright, Niflheim.
AB, if I was in AB's shoes right now, I'd be feeling pressure because, I mean, to guarantee a win, really, what they need right now is two rounds out of 4. And, like, easy to let slip. It's very easy to let that slip. Like, they don't want to draw from this now because they know that they're in the lead. And their win is easier.
Niflheim,
Niflheim, they know exactly what they need to do. Like, they've got to win every round. And they can just focus on doing that.
This round, this whole match is like a slippery carp in your hands pulled fresh from the river. Like, it's jostling, it's energetic, it's getting out of there. Because if Niflheim lose one round, that's tantamount to losing, ain't it? That's tantamount to losing, getting a tie.
Well, they can lose one round. They could get a draw. I think a draw would be a good result for Niflheim right now. They have gone behind at this later stage in the game. With all this tension and after this break, teams have reverted to very campy tactics, basically. I mean, no one's risking any aggression right now.
No one wants to throw it. You don't want to be the guy afterwards that they're sitting around.
The thing is, like, aggression is always thought of as this risk, and I just perpetuated that by calling it a risk, and it is a risk, effectively. But at the same time, like, aggression, like, if you're more likely to lose the risk, more likely to lose the match on the flag, that's a risk as well. I mean, like, playing for the flag is also a risk. It's not like you're more likely to win always if you play for the flag. It doesn't work like that, does it?
Yes, sometimes if you reach the flag point, you're at a disadvantage. But I think
yeah, exactly. So I mean, there's
here.
always a risk. There's always a risk there. I mean, whatever you do is a risk. It's always a trade-off. It's a decision. So I mean, calling it a risk doesn't really, it's not really logical.
And
AB move on to the flag, and this is bad for AB. There's Scorpion and Wallace basically alone. Crash comes in.
Wallace.
Crash comes in and meets a Pike and almost goes down. Wallace goes down.
Their Crash can't
Genghis Khan loses his horse now, but Nero comes in. But again, there's Pikes here for Niflheim, and they are ready for these AB horsemen. Again, Connor gets reared and killed, and AB just getting butchered as they come onto this flag. Niflheim played this superbly, and just weren't ready for the Pikes here of Niflheim rugby. They weren't ready for these Pikes at all. Nero comes in again, gets reared once more. Gets reared twice here.
Crash lost his horse underneath there. Yes, he's done.
Not good,
he's done. He parked it in the stable. He's gone.
Black Scorpion finally making his worth, and they get a double kill against Charlene and Roshan. After his horrible performances, Rodox.
They're excelling now in the fight.
He's going ham. Niflheim's still ahead. They still got the higher flag.
Norse King lost his horse.
Arcanta takes down Norse King as well. But Nubas takes down Crash with a headshot. Black Scorpion with his 3rd kill of the round here. He is going ham right now. 4 against 4. AB got to make this win happen fast because they got the lower flag right now. Black Scorpion with his 4th kill of the round, and he is pumped.
Oh my goodness!
He is on fire right now. Sparky,
oh my goodness!
Sparky trying to stay alive on the flag. He's got a side. He goes to Black Scorpion. Everyone's supposed to Black Scorpion right now. He's got 5 kills. He wants a 6th. He is running towards Genghis Khan with blood in his mouth and his eyes and his face. He wants this kill. He wants this 6th kill.
They're leaving him.
Gets it. Gets it. 6
kills. He can
kills.
handle it by himself.
There's 17 seconds left for Sergen to stay alive on this flag. If he stays alive for 17 seconds, he wins this round. Can he do it? He's doing okay right now. He's jumping, he's spinning. Eventually goes out to Nero here. And Black Scorpion there, after suiciding him basically every round, dying first in basically every round, as Rodox gets 6 kills for a wildly swinging round there, and wins it for his team.
Surprise MVP.
Brilliant. And that puts win out of the reach of Vikings in Niflheim right now. They got to win all these 3 rounds to get a draw here.
Scorpion stepped up and brought it out of reach. The carp is back in the water. You can't get it.
The carp has slipped.
It flopped out. It's gone.
It slipped back into the water.
Downstream, man.
Oh, it's with his carp buddies. Telling them all about his crazy adventures. What do carp do?
They get eaten by bears? Or Asian carp are bad and invasive. I don't know fish. I love tilapia though. If that accounts for anything.
Alright, okay, so we've got Niflheim moved into a fairly forward position here right now, but AB have come in with all their cavalry to try and
Niflheim.
Seize them while they're in the open. And brilliant work from the AB archers right now. Leather with 2 kills. A headshot from Arkantos. Crash gets a knockdown kill. And 8 against 4 for AB here. They're looking to seal this win. Genghis Khan will go back against the Crash, but Connor takes down Rojan. North King one back against for Niflheim against Ilunga. But it's 6 against 3. Arkantos with a headshot here, and well, as the tweet from Serkan said, Niflheim just can't deal with AB's archers right now. This Khan goes down to takes down Nero even. I'm sorry, but just 2 Niflheim players against 5 AB right now.
What a slaughter!
And Genghis Khan runs directly into a tree
like
there.
At 5 miles an hour, he runs into the tree. He's done. He's out of it. He's shell shocked. His team's got no.
I think it's a brilliant jump slash against Connor there.
A great little.
And he could jump onto a horse here if he finds a bit of space. Fighting against Wallace and Scorpion here. He's got no health. That's Arkantos takes down Wallace, his teammate here, but
trying to be a little Scorpion,
against the
but he don't got him in him. He don't got enough venom in him.
He just dies to the range troops, and AB take the win coolly and comfortably in the last set. They weren't phased by the pressure that I theorized they could be under, and wow, nice work here. I want to get Black Scorpion in for an interview right now. Do you think we could do this?
Good work, Armata Brancaleone.
So thanks for watching, everyone. AB take the win. We're going to try and get an interview going here, so stay tuned.
An interview?
Final score was 9-7. They will play the last 2 rounds out. We're not going to stream those though because, you know, nothing really happens. You know, whatever.
Well,
it's round difference rounds, and AB's round difference is a lost cause. AB's round difference is a lost cause right now. They could just give these rounds away. It's not going to matter. They're not going to get the round difference to a point where it's going to come close to anyone else's. It will not decide the position, so they can forget about these rounds at this point. Right, we're going to try and get someone in for an interview right now. I'm going to try and bug back Scorpion because he had a brilliant journey.
He killed a lot of men in 1 round.
Yeah, we got to get back Scorpion if anyone.
And a very important round.
But what was interesting was how his performance changed so drastically from all those deaths. I want to hear why that happened and I mean, what went on there. They're probably going to be rejoicing for a little bit right now. We can talk a little bit about the post-mortem and the upshot of this for the league, I think we can.
The post-mortem of Vikings of Niflheim?
Yeah, well...
It wasn't that bad. They started so well. They started so well.
They went 3-1 ahead in the first set, but then AB went 3-1 twice in a row. And then just sealed it off with those 2 rounds there. Really well played from AB as well. Looking, as LaRue said on Twitter, looking a lot more consistent and like a really solid team here.
They are
and
solid.
I can tell you, I'm looking at their team speak right now. They got a lot of players in that team speak. They got Andrew Dege, who is a big outfit for them. Didn't even play.
Oh, didn't we talk to Connor once?
We talked to Connor, yeah.
I like that. I remember.
He was great, yeah.
Can Scorpion speak English?
I know. I'm poking him. I've got no response. If not, we'll bring someone else in from the AB team, hopefully, and try and get that interview set up.
While you work on that, I'll just.
In the meantime, we'll talk about what this means for the well. In the meantime, what this means for the league is that AB take 16 points, and they're up level. I mean, they're not going to sort of shoot way up the league, but that could put them in a mid-table finish, depending on what happens elsewhere in the league. They're going to be ahead of all the rising people at least.
Will Armata be above Samurai?
Samurai dropped, dude.
Oh, Samurai's gone.
Samurai dropped. I think perhaps a predictable outcome after Total War's huge confidence in his team's performance, and that performance basically not happening at all. They
So
probably
wait,
lost a bit of motivation there.
The last round we saw of them was the last that we'll ever see of them? Or at least...
Well, Samurai have broken up and reformed a million times. They'll be back, no doubt. But last we'll see of them in this season, I think.
So that was the last spastic movements of a team on a dying team.
I think, yeah.
That's what that explains that match a lot now.
Yeah. Well, and also the brilliant cab work of Teutonic Knights. Sir Arthur and Barbarian Warlord, who are outstanding throughout. Okay, let's have a little look what's going on here. Fishy Bow, okay, no response from Black Scorpion. He might be on AFK. We could get in. Who was great? Letho did some great work as an archer. I'd like to get him in. Ask him about what was going on. Let's give him a bug.
So, I want to reflect on the match a little. Why did Vikings lose from Verloren to Reverie?
Well, I mean, both teams did a bit better as Swadia on Valoran. We saw both teams making mistakes, particularly in the melee engagements as Nords, sending in players too early, not working as a team, not working in the sort of big huddle that Nords work best as, really. A big melee huddle that just butchers everything with their axes. We did see the teams taking advantage of that, so we saw Swadia take a win in both cases there. Left us 4-4. Obviously, they had the disadvantage of their players in the third set. Well, they did get one round there, but I think that cost them perhaps that at least 2 rounds in that set.
Really?
And the last round,
I think that loss of a player was a catalyst for bad things for him.
Yeah, I think so. And in the fourth round, we saw them take that extra archer and then rush in for a quick melee engagement, which is really like a bad choice. I think it's just not tactically sound to do that. And then in the final quarter, what we really saw was, the reason that they're not coming is because they're still playing. I forgot about that. We'll let them finish this game. As we talk about it.
Yeah, so let's
talk about the game. It's in the last round right now. Sorry about that.
Talk about the league. Talk to people here. It's a great time for you to get in touch with us. Tweet
get involved.
Something.
Tweet us. We love to be tweeted. We look at chat sometimes, but it's kind of a bit harder.
Chat's a lot of Kappa faces and Twitch chat. So
that's Twitch chat.
That's why tweeting. You can't Kappa face a tweet.
Anyway, sorry. To finish up what I was talking about was the final quarter. Basically saw Black Scorpion just go absolutely ham and butcher the whole of Niflheim's team, even though they went ahead in that round. And then after that, Niflheim did a bit of a dodgy push and got butchered by AB's Cav. But I think Niflheim had a nice approach as Roadhogs. It's a shame their execution just wasn't quite there, and Black Scorpion just went nuts on them. They used pikes really effectively, and pole arms generally. Really, they just completely punished the AB Cav in the first round. Didn't make it work. Didn't get those points. You gotta get those points on the board when there's matches. In the meantime, Vikings and Niflheim going to be down in their 18th place right now. Iron Knights have gone ahead of them after that draw with Order of the Rising People. D-Breeze well, their results are to be decided, but they could potentially... I mean, Vikings and Niflheim could be behind to a couple of teams at this point. I think there's 3 teams that could go ahead of them. Yeah, it looks like 3 teams.
So what happens? What happens after next week? What becomes of?
After next week, team at the top wins.
Do we hand out trophies?
Team at the top wins the WNL. That's what happens.
And they gain all the prestige that comes along with being the best European team.
They gain the prestige, yeah. Well, I say the team at the top. I mean A win the WNL because they are going to win. I'm calling it right now. A will win the WNL. It's not the most outlandish of predictions, but it is the most likely. And I think they pretty much got it set right now. But it's going to be very interesting to see about the rest of the positions and see where everyone turns out.
What team was the one most likely to upset the AB victory?
Well, it was Renegades. They got the
from the beginning,
against them in week 6.
Is that what people like? Were these the teams?
I think from the outset there was some other theories. We had teams like Calaquendi coming in, potentially could have caused some damage, and I know people were kind of scared. I mean, from the outset, A weren't playing that well really in the first half of the season. They had a lot of lackluster results, a lot of kind of 10-6s and things against teams which they should have been hammering really. But since that loss against Renegades, they've been looking pretty much unstoppable. This week we're going to have A versus Legend. That's going to be on Sunday. We are going to be streaming that as well, so do remember to join us for that. I'll put up the schedule after this match. And Legend.
Where does Legend sit?
Legend sit, I think, 7th in the league right now, but they have won their last 7 games.
7 in a row?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Who have they been fighting? Samurai a few times, Heroes?
Well, they fought some decent teams. They actually beat God of Astinia. Okay, we're going to be bringing AB's Black Scorpion in for an interview right now. He has eventually come.
Oh, we get the Scorpion himself.
They finished the match there. I'm not totally sure what the final score was, actually, because I wasn't paying too much attention. Ask him and sort that out. So we're bringing in Black Scorpion right now.
User was moved to your channel.